Welcome to 2 on the 10.
Oh, we back again, 2 on the 10.
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Greedy Nick.
Greedy.
Oh, yeah. This is our Super Bowl special. Super Bowl week coming up. We're going to get into it later, but it's pretty interesting. You know,
No, definitely.
some of the conspiracy theories got thrown out the window.
True.
What would you say?
Or maybe it was a fake 42. You never know. I mean, there's so much big money at stake. And, I mean, there's even more big money at stake now that Taylor Swift's in the Super Bowl.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. She's making some money for some folks. But let's get into the weekend first, you know. Hold on. Let me stop this. Before we get into the weekend, you know, we always jump and we always ask, hey, did you have a staycation? You know, and, you know, you confirmed the staycations have probably come to an end for a while, at least until the summertime and stuff like that. So, but we've been begging Mitch for the last couple of weeks here to bring these, you know, receipts in. And so finally, clap it up there.
So, just so you know, we have Exhibit A.
Yes, we have
Got room keys.
So we got we got a stack of room keys here. This is about what? You can say what? This is about
37 keys.
37 keys. So what's this, about 6 months worth?
Hey, I mean, technically 7 months. 7 months.
Seven months.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. See, we got card evidence of this. Let's see some of the places we've gone through.
Bougie Paul's going to be looking through there. He's going to be like, what? On some of them.
I ain't seen no Marriotts.
There's a Marriott in there someplace. But
Ooh, what's that place?
well, that's the...
Dixon Chicks.
what? What?
I was kidding. I can't. No, we got okay, let's see what we got here. Hold on. Let's just try that.
That's Westgate Painted Mountain.
Oh, Westgate Painted Mountain. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually one of my favorites. That's my
Is
favorite.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite room key in there?
Okay, there's actually two.
Okay.
There's actually, believe it or not,
What's this big boy?
that's
Tropicana.
yeah, technically that one isn't a staycation because that was the Laughlin trip.
Okay.
But still, we threw them in there.
Yeah. Okay.
But
But we, as you can see, he has done as well and brought in the receipts of these room keys. We thank you, Mr. Titano. Please, yes.
get a parting gift. But no, so okay, if you ask me, okay, favorite, probably I'd have to. There's a few for different reasons. Painted Mountain though, love Painted Mountain, love the location, love that they have Roman style pizza right next door now. So you know, Nick, you had that Roman.
Delicious.
Amazing, right?
Yep.
So Painted Mountain for the resort getaway, and also the price. Then they started hooking up the rooms, giving me the 2-room suites and stuff.
Right.
For like, and I'm gonna be keeping 1,000. A few of those rooms, when they kept doing them week by week, they charged me like $80 a room when they were going for 200 on the open market.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because y'all kept seeing y'all.
I don't know what it was, but I just found a little niche and I kept going. And then they'd upgrade my room when I got there, and they kind of knew me there. Damn. So I was, I'd always tip them. I'd get them pizza or whatever.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. So that was one. Honestly, Red Roof Inn, as funny as this sounds,
Right.
And this is going to be on Bell Road, so it's not like it's.
No, I know exactly where it is.
Oh, I've been there. And so
what's that? Bell Road in 17?
Yeah, Bell Road 17.
I know exactly.
And that's a special one because that's where this whole thing started.
Okay.
And I wasn't even planned that way. And then let's see. Talk about nice. Cambria, Scottsdale.
Really?
Yeah, I like.
Oh, the Camry. Okay, yeah.
Cambria. And of course, hey, you can't never go without the history on the Trop and Laughlin.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a few. But I mean, again, if you got the courtyard. But I mean, a couple things here and there. So yeah, so that's that. But I came through.
There you go. I'm glad it came through. You know, I don't mean to interrupt you. You mentioned pizza real quick, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it was a funny story. This weekend, it was it was past birthday weekend. So one of the things, when you get, one of them drunk foods is you get pizza.
Yeah.
Day after when you try to soak up all that fucking
Oh
alcohol.
yeah, definitely.
Man, you know what I had? Some friends brought it over. Was Little Caesars pizza. Funny as it fucking sounds.
I had it at my birthday party.
Funny as
Stacks and stacks and
hey,
stacks.
funny as it sounds, that shit was good. Like
Did you have the,
like the cheese, like the garlic bread was fire.
Crazy bread?
Yeah, the crazy bread was
some
fire.
cheese on it, or-
Oh my gosh, that shit was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
You
it.
know what's funny? I'll have to admit, Little Caesars, if you go to the right Little Caesars, is a guilty pleasure because there's a couple. First of all, the Detroit style. If they do it right, if they crisp, they do the cheese and the sauce, extra sauce, and they do the crunchy crust.
Right.
Oh, it's money. Remember, I had like 40 of those for my birthday. And everybody's taking them home at the end of the night. We ran out. But also, they have like the pretzel pizza with the cheese and the filling and stuff.
Really?
Like they have a couple different.
I never tried out. Like I've been sleeping on Little Caesars. I ain't gonna lie. I always think it's like because I'm not a big fan of like Domino's. Or
Yeah, chain pizza. I'm not a chain pizza
Hey, Little Caesars like the best deal for $6
for the price. Yeah.
Oh,
6
When
to
you
10
get
bucks,
the bestest pizza pepperoni,
Yep.
I mean, it's not the best pizza, but for $6 or $7,
Best for the price. For the price.
for the price, you can't beat it.
Yeah, exactly, in my opinion. And then of course you still could take it back to the crazy bread and crazy sauce too.
Crazy.
But do you guys remember back in the day, pizza?
Yeah.
You get 2 pizzas, and they were so cheap though, like that they'd put the paper on them and they get in the cheese. Like, do you remember that?
Yeah.
The cardboard box with the paper. They didn't even give you a
have a
box.
lid, yeah.
They didn't even give you a box. They called it pizza, and it was like 2 pizzas for like $8 or something.
I remember back, like I said, I don't know how they got away with selling pizza. I mean, pizza's cheap to make, but they got away with it. I mean, they made a.
Hey, they make pizza. Some places act like pizza gold these days.
Right.
Like $29 for a large.
No, you know what? I actually at one point really looked into doing a gourmet pizza business,
Yeah.
right? Like, I started looking at the prices.
Kind of like a mod or something.
Not even like a mod, but like a
Like a brick oven. Nice
like a
pizza.
brick oven, like definitely something special. I was planning it for a second, had a whole concept ready to go. I'll tell you, when you start pricing shit out, when you talk about the cheese you want to make, and are you going to use quality? Are you going to use the grande cheese? Are you going to use the mozzarella? Are you going to make your own mozzarella? I mean, different things like that. You start talking about the prices of that because I know everybody goes, oh, pizza can be made for $1.75 for a pizza, and it can, technically. But you're going to be using synthetic cheese. You're going to be using, that cheap dough.
Gotcha.
Now, if you're using that Italian dough, if you're using the, Italian tomatoes, you're using, your costs are going to be, they're going to be
up there?
Yeah, they're going to be up there. And then also now you got to also do labor costs, and everything else. So, so nowadays, that day and age, I mean, we talk about these $20 and $30 pizzas. Let's say a $30 extra large pizza. I mean, probably costs like with the quality ingredients, probably $13 to make.
Gotcha. Really? Damn.
Whereas back in the day, I mean, you go to those pizza places like the Chuck E. Cheese's and stuff back in the day, and or the all you can eats, or even the Peter Pipers. Those pizzas probably cost $1.50 back in the day, and maybe even $2 now.
Well, I saw something like in the 90s, if you made 30,000, or maybe it was the 80s, if you made 30,000, the same buying power today is like if you make 170,000.
Yeah.
And it's like, that shit's crazy. It's not that long ago,
Yeah, this inflation, the shit's going on.
And then it's like, you're like, oh man, I make 6 figures. It's like, man, you're barely surviving.
Yeah. No, exactly.
How do you pay your bills?
I mean, let's also because I think I might have said it to you or whatever.
You might have.
Yeah. But in that same statistic, what was the price of a house? House was 100,000, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or was it 70,000 or something?
Yeah, it was like, it was
Median.
It was like 50 because it was like 1.5 year salary.
Yep. That's right. So take 3 years to pay. I mean,
Yeah.
full salary.
Yeah.
Now, median price of a house across the country is like 480,
Yep.
and people don't make that.
Yeah, and people are making like 60, 70
Yeah.
is the average what people make these days.
Yeah.
For, they said you have to be at like 160 or 170
70,000.
just to be considered middle class now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
They fugazied everybody.
So
Gotcha.
Yep.
Anyway, all right, let's continue on with the weekend, man.
So my weekend, truthfully, was one of the first compared to the other weekends, I won't say uneventful because it was more relaxed. It was more just chill. Trying to think. I can't even tell you I had food stories. I mean, I had some food stories for lunch, during the week at work and stuff. But as far as the weekend, we actually stayed in, watched movies, chilled. Maybe went to the Moose for a couple, just a couple on Friday, a couple on Saturday, and chilled Sunday. But I'll say this. So Chris, has been, touring around like she will say self-proclaimed that she doesn't cook,
Okay.
But she was like, I want to make this or I want to make this for you. And it's pretty interesting considering we're kind of limited. We got because we got this, if you saw our space, we have the kitchen, but it's 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 a smaller kitchen. So we got like the air fryer, the toaster oven. You know, you got the microwave, and they got this like little the little like skillet, you know, thing, portable. You know, so whatever. So we got everything good. So she's just going to town, and I'm telling you, and Nick, you saw the Instagram video. Man, she made the best mac and cheese. It was, I was telling you guys earlier, and I'm gonna have her make some for one of the shows, before one of the shows.
Okay.
So, you know, she crushed it. It was green chili, chicken, mac and cheese with bacon.
Oh
And
shit,
it was freaking phenomenal.
that sounds good.
It looked delicious.
All of the ingredients I love.
Yeah.
You just named all.
And let me tell you, and it was the crunchy, crispy bacon. She was like purposely goes, and I even mentioned you, Nick. I go, Nick always says that. I want my bacon cremated. She goes, yeah, you got to have this and chop it up. So, you know, like amazing, phenomenal. I even like, it was so good. I had to run some to my mom too. Just,
Really?
Yeah, I was like, man.
That's how you need to run something to your boy.
Well, I said, no, I already said it. Here's what's funny. I go, hey, you got to make some for the podcast. She goes, come on, it's not that good, you know, whatever. And I go, no, trust me. I go, I'm the foodie here. You know, I know this shit.
Yeah. But we like, what, are we 2.5 weeks away from the Valentine's episode?
Something like that.
Something like that? Something like that? We got to figure it out. Hold on, let's think about this. Next week? Yeah, I think we're 2 weeks out.
A lot of things seem to be.
Valentine's podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of things seem to be coming quickly. Pause.
Especially on Valentine's Day.
But no, we were supposed to have the girls on Valentine's Day. We still plan on doing that?
I guess. I'm joking. Yeah, that's fine.
I might be out of town that week.
Yeah, we're gonna have to share. We'll even share mics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or you know, maybe they just run the show and we just leave. We take a break.
Y'all go. Y'all got this shit.
Hey, we can go out drinking. Y'all have a show.
Oh shit.
Maybe they just start taking over the show. We go out drinking.
Yeah, but nah. So you know, I mean, definitely tune in. I mean, that's gonna be a dope episode. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be very interesting.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh my god, we definitely gonna have some good topics on that shit. I'm getting all into your personal life.
Oh, well, yeah, you can find out about my personal life this weekend.
All right, well, fucking let's hear it.
Well, so I'll just say that, and then also, yeah. So that was amazing. I'm not even putting 2 on the 10 when I say that green chili mac chicken bacon was freaking phenomenal, and probably my favorite. Honestly, I can't. Here's the thing. One of my favorites, because your mom's mac and cheese also, and I'm not trying to compare different categories.
Right.
But I'll tell you, I've had green chili mac over at one of my favorite restaurants, which was what's it called, Arrowhead Grill.
Right.
And I don't know, it was overrated. It was like runny. It was white. The white cheese. They tried to do it almost too foo-foo-y. You know, the chef made this. Like I don't know. She crushed on that. And the other thing she crushed. She makes amazing breakfast burritos.
Really?
Amazing breakfast burritos. Yeah, chorizo and egg with some, red sauce, the right red sauce. Oh, phenomenal.
Okay.
Phenomenal. Or, and then the bacon, of course. And then, yeah, so.
To come over there to eat.
No, exactly. Trust me, I'm starting to get spoiled, man. Nobody cooks for me like that. So, I mean, yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah, so it was cool. Real chill weekend. No crazy food spots. And it was cool.
There you
So-
go. There you go. Dope.
What about you?
What you got, Grady?
You know, my weekend started off good. Friday, I hit one of the good food spots, Taco Brown
Oh, you asshole.
Oh, yes.
on the west side.
I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all don't know about this spot,
Hey.
it's my favorite Mexican spot. I'm hands down, say it right now, here and there.
So I take some
fucking
people in from my work, and it's not in the nicest neighborhood, let's say. And I tell,
Shout out to Marysville.
yeah, and I tell them, I go, look, you just go up, you order your food,
Mind your business.
you go sit. They hand you a plate to put all your fixins, like your sauces and stuff on there, and you go sit down. And then they call your name, you come up, you grab your food, you sit down.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that thing, you just walk up and you pay before you leave.
Right.
And they couldn't understand. They're like, in this neighborhood? I go, yeah, people don't steal from this place.
It's respected.
It's respect.
It's one of them respected
Yeah.
places.
And I was
All you have to look at. Look in Mexico. What city does the best carne asada, or where carne asada comes from, and that will tell you all you need to
Yeah.
know.
So I was like, people
I
don't
guess they
mess
didn't
around in this place. And the food's amazing. They're super nice in there. Everybody treats you well, and
Dude,
they
and the
always take
food,
care of you.
I mean,
food's phenomenal.
If you ever see their grill that they grill and all that,
the piles.
Dude, it's piles.
Let me ask you guys, though, seriously, where'd you guys hear about this place?
Well, there was some big bald headed, stone head looking motherfucker one day. I was walking down the street. I was like, "Hey, you look like you eat some good food. What's the place to eat around here?"
I think the white Shrek told me where to go.
Wow.
But yeah, so
Wow.
so then so that was I started the weekend, man. I had a burrito and a taco, and they were both just.
Come on, yes.
I almost ordered the pound of meat to go because it was so good. I'm, like,
Boss,
I'm just gonna eat it all weekend.
No. Real talk is we need to go over there and just order like a bunch of shit so we can bring it back to the house.
No, for real.
Because I mean that shit is so good.
Hey, we should just have a podcast in their patio one day.
Right? No, real talk because that's just the best Mexican food. Actually, back in the day when I was dating this Hispanic girl, I took her over there, and she was from Mexico, and she's like, "This is the most authentic stuff I've ever tasted."
Oh,
and
the flavors are phenomenal.
oh, the flavor just it's so good, bro. No, but all jokes aside, Mitch turned us on to it. You actually told us about the one that's off 59th Avenue,
Yeah,
and
Camelback,
and
yeah.
Camelback over there,
Yep.
the original one.
Yep.
I normally go to the one off
43rd.
I went to the one on 43rd.
43rd and Thomas. That used to be over by my old.
They still got the youngsters working there more so than the
Yeah.
OGs. Yeah.
Yep.
And so
They're both amazing though.
yeah. Oh no. They're both. I mean,
Food quality,
that's the
either
thing.
place.
You don't. Yeah. You don't lose. It's not a drop off. Either place. So it's phenomenal. And every time I'm over in that side of town, like I took my girl over there because she used to live over there. So I took over. I was like, you got one of the best Mexican food spots because she loves Mexican. I said, you got one of the best. We went over there. She fucking lost her mind.
Oh, so she likes it?
Oh, she loves it. That's what I'm saying.
And I took
it's just I'm not on the west side that much, but every time that I'm over there and I remember it, I'm like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's my spot now.
Yeah.
So I'm jealous in the motherfucker.
So I went there, and then I spent the rest of the weekend in silence.
Hold on. Let's talk about this because normally your household is full of dogs,
I mean, the animals were still
Cat
there.
piss?
dogs, cat piss,
No,
and
the cat don't pee in the house.
no.
We don't even have a litter box.
Oh, really? He
Yeah,
goes
my
outside.
cat's trained. He goes outside.
All trust.
He uses the
He goes to Pickle Park.
he
Yeah.
uses the dog door.
Okay.
Who does? The Asian dude from Pickle Park?
He might do.
You might do.
Always Pickle Park. No, so me and my girl had a little disagreement Thursday night,
I don't believe you.
and
You didn't talk.
not a word. And so her kid was not with us this weekend, this past weekend. So not a word was uttered from Friday to Monday between each other. We were in the house the whole weekend.
What were you guys playing? Helen Keller?
Didn't say one word to each other. We slept next to each other in the bed, But
Hey, some of y'all play Marco Polo. They play Helen Keller.
not even.
I'm going to tell you.
Move out of my way. Sorry.
I'm
not
going to
one
tell you
word.
right now, in my household, that would not have worked. I'm gonna tell you that if I had tried that shit would have
Yeah,
lasted.
my house ain't as big as your
No matter how big that would have lasted maybe 12 hours, maybe. And then my girl was like, I ain't having it. She would have crawled right in my t-shirt and be like, until we fix this, you're gonna carry me around, and then we would have fixed it. But no, not a whole weekend. That shit would
my
not.
girl are so hard headed that neither one of us wanted to come out of the shell, and so by Sunday she was in the room, I was in the kitchen. I did some cleaning like the whole day, did laundry and stuff.
I'm sorry, Nick. Your story's giving me anxiety.
And it was anxiety ridden weekend because not a word was spoken.
Not even a mouse.
No. First of all,
It's crazy.
First of all, neither one of us could go that long without having sex with each other. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how y'all fucking did it.
Oh, we still had sex.
Yeah, you just
joking,
talk.
I'm joking.
You were like, shut your mouth, bitch.
No.
But no, it that shit wouldn't last miles. My girl was like, nah, I need some.
I don't think we came within 2 feet of each other, other than we were laying next to each other. in bed, so.
That's wild shit. But I
It
love
was
though.
wild, but
Hey, did you have some good makeup sex?
no comment.
Okay.
We're saving it for marriage. Just want
Oh, celibate, huh?
yes.
You only give it out to the guys in Pickle Park, huh?
Well,
Wow.
they got to get it somewhere. So, but yeah, so we did. We made up on Monday, and
There you go.
things are all good back in the household. So
There you go. Shout out to Little Mermaid.
shout
Clap
out,
it up.
clap it up for the mermaid.
We're gonna see him in 2 weeks, man. We're gonna, like I said, we definitely gonna have some. It's gonna be. I think we should make that into like a
I'm
relationship.
just wondering when was this
No,
decided?
we
and
talked
where was
about.
I?
We talked about this.
I wasn't at the meeting.
I wasn't at the meeting either.
We talked about this shit. We talked
Who,
about
you and your girl?
no. We talked about
Was she
this
like,
shit.
baby,
Listen,
I want to come on the podcast.
Nah, we talked.
Pause.
We talked about this like a a month or two back, we talked about we got to bring the girls on for Valentine's Day. I think it'll be a good episode.
Hey, you know what I think we do? I think we line up the 3 girls, and then everybody got to pick whose girl goes with who, and see what kind of answers people give.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. No, I'm not doing that. But no, I think we should do it. Listen, we'll make it a surprise for the audience if we do it or not, but we'll definitely talk about it off the air. But my vote is we do it. I think that should be fun.
I say we have them host a show and we go out drinking.
That'll work too. So.
Yeah, we're changing the name. I told you guys. From 2 on the.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We got female listeners that listen to us.
I don't give a shit. I don't give.
Hey, you heard it here. Nick doesn't give a shit.
And we'll end up losing them. We already lost. Hold on. What's the sponsors that we lost already? Disney.
Pfizer.
Pfizer's gone. Come on, the people gone. Nope. Anyway.
How was your weekend, Paul?
You know what? Birthday weekend. It was I told you guys earlier. It was a weird birthday. It's.
It ain't even your birthday yet.
It's a couple years. A couple years before the big one. So.
How old you gonna be?
Old enough.
Mm-hmm.
When's the big one? Is that like 40?
Yep, exactly.
Old enough to know better, young enough not to care.
There you go. But no, it's coming up. So essentially, what I'm saying, people just stop by, coming, and me and my girl was sitting at the house getting fucked up. My boy Rob, he came in town. Okay. He had to pick up some stuff because he's moving down to Mexico, stuff like that. Him and his lady going to live down there for like a year.
They're hiding out.
They take the drugs that way too.
Yeah. But no, so he came and hung out. It was good it was good to see him. He sat down and had a good time, and like I said, it was a pretty chill birthday. I got my grandkids coming over this weekend to see the grandpa. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do it heavy. Heavy tomorrow. It's gonna be kind of crazy. I know I'm going out to dinner. I think you fools are gonna be there, so.
I don't know about that.
She's trying to be all sneaky and shit with it.
I got plans.
But we'll see how that shakes out. But yeah, definitely. No, like I said, it was just chill. She cooked all weekend. My girl can fucking throw down. That's one thing that I fucking love. She's a badass cook, and I'm definitely lucky for that one.
There you go.
Yeah. She's got like my mom, your mama always cooked when you grown up, and you always wanted that woman that can fucking throw down for you, not only in the kitchen but also the bedroom, and she can do both, motherfucker. You best believe that.
We'll take your word for it.
Yeah, take my word. Take my word for that shit. There's no fugazi going on around here. But speaking of fugazi, let's talk about my man Vince McMahon. Former owner of
WWF, which ended up obviously being WWE.
Yeah. He's in a little hot water. Want you greedy?
He's been in hot water. He it's funny that it's all coming out now, but
And real quick, so it's for the female listeners that might not be into it. It's World Wrestling Federation or World Wrestling Entertainment. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that all those for the ladies out there. That show that your boyfriends watch every Tuesday, Friday, and Monday.
I don't watch that shit.
If they're rednecks and hillbillies.
Yes.
I used to watch that shit all the time.
I used to back in the day.
I took my son to a wrestling show.
Oh, I remember when I was a kid.
Show me your puppies. It was
see Hulk Hogan back when I was.
I used to wear the hot rod shirt back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Had used to wear the tight spandex pants too.
Yeah, and Nick used to pause.
But so Vince, he had a lovely lady that he hired into the legal team of the WWE, and she was kind of his little sex toy, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And then that kind of turned into him using her to, satisfy some of the talent on the WWE staff and some of the executives.
Is this allegedly or is this?
This is what the lawsuits say. So Vince paid, I want to say, upwards of $5 million. For a non-disclosure for her not to say anything. But then I guess, I'm not sure exactly, it sounds like...
So this sounds like this is part of Diddy or didn't he?
No, but what happened is, it sounds like he may have, what she thinks he may have violated the terms of the non-disclosure. Mm-hmm. So she's suing to be able to tell her story. But in the lawsuit, she had to lay out what the incidents that happened to her.
Wow. So now it's public.
There's a lot of stuff that has come out that people are talking about, and it's not just Vince. You know, there's some stuff about one of the head talent guys there is involved. I guess that they used to pass her around and do things, and then also even Brock Lesnar, former UFC and WWE star, is allegedly involved as well. As I guess Vince used her as a tool to get him back from the UFC allegedly.
Okay.
So.
I heard there was some sex trafficking going on. Is that what she's saying? She was trafficked
Because Vince basically pawned her off to the talent and executives and other people and was like, hey, go take care of these guys and do this and do that.
Now let me ask you this: Is this trafficking? And if it didn't involve money, is it trafficking?
Or if it's for benefit, I don't see why it's not. Yeah,
gotcha.
Like either business benefit.
Let's let again people that don't know or didn't Google Vince McMahon. This guy's a billionaire.
Yeah,
billionaire.
No. He built this empire from
No.
nothing. I mean,
From
wrestling. You got to understand, wrestling's been around for forever.
Yeah.
It's
Pro wrestling, yeah.
Yeah, pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And when they say pro wrestling, the shit's all scripted. So
Yeah, and he came into like really prominence in the '80s.
Yeah.
You know,
Hulk
WrestleMania,
Hogan,
WrestleMania, Hogan,
Andre the Giant.
yeah, Mr. T, even with Rowdy Piper, all them.
Yeah, I mean, because even our parents grew up on wrestling, and the shit was always faking. But like I said, I think it didn't get big until we were kids. You know?
80s.
Yeah, the 80s and
80s and 90s.
And I think that's just because you got color television and stuff like that. It was more. It was at the time. It was our entertainment. It was our. MTV was all around. So it was kind of our reality TV at that time.
Oh,
you know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly. And I'll say one other thing too. If you know the rumors of Vince McMahon, don't get me wrong, very, very amazing businessman, although the XFL failed a couple times when he tried to, go up against NFL or whatever else. But again, makes his money, is ruthless, I heard, ruthless. Also, again, off record, whatever, rumors, allegedly, roid freak.
Yeah.
Roid freak, so I'm sure.
You see the man, he's 70 years old, jacked like a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what kind of genetics you have. You ain't gonna be that damn big.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, in the last year or two, he took his business and he joined forces with the UFC. He basically sold out. They created like a big conglomerate. I forget what it's called. It's basically like for fighting and entertainment. So UFC and WWE are kind of involved. Well, once this stuff came out this past week or so, Vince stepped down from both businesses and from the conglomerate. So basically, he's not involved at all anymore with it. So it's kind of crazy. But even to the point where I guess he paid her the $5 million, I think, with WWE money, and when the sale was going through, he had to amend some tax returns or something to include this $5 million hush money payout because he didn't, I guess, claim it or didn't disclose it prior. So there was some shenanigans before that. The fact that the UFC, when they joined, would allow him to stay on was kind of questionable just because of his shady history.
Dana White's an ultra boy.
Yeah, I'm not saying he is, but there was a lot of stuff going on in there, and I guess they thought maybe because he paid her off, this wasn't going to come out, but for whatever reason, it's
Just ask Diddy about Cassie,
and it's coming out. So
Right.
pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. Billionaire. Normally they're able to keep things quiet, but not this time.
No, not Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, I don't know if he was a billionaire though, but
No, Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire.
Was he?
Yeah, hell yeah, he was a billionaire. That's what
well, he had an island.
yeah.
he had so if you have an island, you a billionaire.
I'd say so.
I don't know. I can go buy off an island off Jamaica right now for about 1.5. That don't make me a billionaire.
Might.
It's uninhabitable, but
Might. Oh, well, that's a rock. There's a difference. There's a difference between a place you live, which is an island, and a rock.
With that rock.
But no, it's I don't know. It's crazy that everybody. Not everybody, I should say, but these high profile folks were doing so much dirt back in the day, which they never thought was ever going to come out.
Yeah.
And now with this woke culture, now with the internet, the internet being as big as it is, and just the exchange of information, that all this shit just bubbles to the top. But
I think
the Bible does say, what you do in the dark will come to light.
Well, I'll say this. In my opinion, again, I've said this a few shows. to control the people, you throw them circuses and give them bread. That's since Roman times. These are the circuses and the bread. The real people behind the real scenes that do everything are throwing these people to the wolves.
Gotcha. I mean, they serve their purpose, and now now they got nothing.
Exactly, because guess what? We talk about these guys.
So what is it? You get too big for your britches, and then they gotta chop you off at the knees, or is they need a sacrifice to look like things are getting
Probably a little bit of everything, and on top of that, how much more can you do for them?
I know, but then wouldn't you let them just go off into the sunset? Yeah, I mean,
If these people are honorable,
Yeah, it doesn't serve them anything, but it serves them to throw you, build you up and then break you down.
or serve you off.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it takes the focus. Look over here, and these dudes are tenfold. Deeper than we probably can even imagine.
No, I feel you on that, man. Like I said, it's I don't know, trouble's lurking all around the place. There, in entertainment and in Hollywood, but a little bit closer to home for you, the Bay Area right now. The Bay Area is kind of crazy right now. I mean, California in general is wilding, but the Bay Area.
Can we say fucked up?
Yeah. So, I mean, In-N-Out in Oakland just closed down.
The first In-N-Out to close down, and not because it wasn't profitable.
Yes.
18 years there. 18 years.
That's crazy because of the safety for the employees. It's just because Oakland, I mean,
It's crazy.
not just Oakland, but
San Francisco too. It's all.
we talked about, it was a couple shows back, you talked about when you and Chris visited.
Yeah, exactly. And we said the rules, the new rules. And again, we'll reiterate it. You go to the Bay Area, you rent a car. The rental car place tells you, hey, don't lock the doors, leave your windows unrolled.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And don't obviously have anything in your cars. In-N-Out had that sign, don't have anything in your cars. You leave your windows rolled down. Again, it's a theme. Bipping, look it up. Google it, TikTok it. Bipping is a thing in the Bay Area.
That's crazy.
And it's like all your stuff can be gone in 60 seconds.
That's crazy. So, Greedy, you got some other places that.
Well, I mean, in San Francisco, in the Union Square, like 17 different retailers have closed their stores there since 2020. I mean, some big time retailers. I mean, Nike's closed down their Bay Area store. T-Mobile, I think it was, or Verizon, one of those. Crate and Barrel, and a bunch of other.
Crackers?
Yeah,
We serve
a bunch
everybody,
of
honey.
other Lego store. There, a bunch of these stores that are big time names are closing down, not because they weren't making money, but just because with the smash and grabs and the crime and the theft.
And they don't arrest anybody under
Yeah, they
$1,000?
don't arrest anybody. So people can just walk in the store with a bag, throw 10 things in, and walk out, and you can't even stop them anymore in California.
Did you guys see real quickly? I think I might have sent it to you. The video of the shoe and sneaker wear store that got broken into in Cali.
No.
So they ran a car into the door,
Okay.
like ran through the front door or whatever, and then 30 people run in and start grabbing stuff.
Okay.
So guess what? If you grab under $1,000, you grab 2 pairs of shoes, 3 pairs of shoes, $900. Technically, what? They don't mess with you.
It's like a ticket.
Yeah, but here's the thing on that. I think they would charge all 30 people with the damage to the store, which would be over $1,000.
Possibly if there's enough cops to do anything, and then how can you even snag them? Here's my thing. I mean, again, okay, I'm gonna come back to conspiracy Mitch.
Okay.
These rules do not make sense in California. Let's be honest. I don't care what side of politics you're on; they don't make sense.
Right.
So you get everybody out of California. I mean, one way or the other. I mean, eventually now they got to go to the smart car. I mean, not the smart cars, the electric cars. They're doing all this stuff, but there's going to be power outages. I mean, it's crazy. They're letting people free for all everywhere right now. You can do crimes under $1,000 and people aren't even blinking.
Well, they're
an eye.
following people home from the banks in
Yeah.
Hollywood and Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
or from the fancy stores and robbing them in their driveways.
Yeah,
Right.
So
Gunpoint. So
I mean, and again, it starts even. I said this back in the day when I saw the fires. The PG&E, which is the electrical coming out. I know we have SRP out here.
yeah,
They have PG&E. If you look deep enough, one of the owners of PG&E is the Rothschilds. How do people over in Europe and England own California electricity? I don't know. And then all of a sudden, they allow California electricity to be the reason, the narrative that all these fires happen. I lived out there for 20-something years, and there were no fire problems like that. Not that. And then there was definitely no fires ever that burned through certain things, but not trees. It doesn't even add up. I know people, say this is out of control, but guess what? That's some of the most prime real estate in the world, and you're going to eventually run people out of there. And then basically, when everything goes to shit, guess what? You send in all the drones, you send in everything else that, again, you're showing how this and New York and everything else can go to shit. Society can go to shit in a handbasket, hell in a handbasket. And then guess what? Bring in all the AI, drones, and the robots and everything else. I mean, again, it might take 10 years, 15 years, but again, that's what I think the game plan is.
Look, and they're focusing on like the major cities.
Yeah, of course.
You got
Yeah,
Chicago, New York City,
Yep.
San Francisco,
Yep.
Detroit. I mean, Detroit's just a cesspool from what I hear these days. So it's like you have all these big cities that are, real populous, and they drive them into the ground.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, there could be a few reasons behind it, but you look at go back to the Bay Area, you look at the property value, the real estate, the land. Again, get people to come out here, come out to Arizona, for example.
Gotcha.
And exchange.
So you're saying this is a land grab?
I think it's
So you said that's what I'm saying. So you think there's a long play for a land grab?
I think it's been. I'll tell you this. It's funny. When I first moved out here in '97, Arizona was the biggest value in the country to me. The biggest value.
It was.
Like a 5-for-1.
Right.
I could come out here if my business didn't work. I could grab another job and live my life and go out. My friends back home, no matter how much money they made, they can't afford to pay babysitters. They don't go out. The lifestyle's different. Out here, you can go out till you're 70. You know what I mean? Nightlife. Now it's changing a little.
Right.
But in the eras from the late 90s to up to 2000, before the pandemic, Arizona was very, very affordable. Very affordable. That's why all these people started businesses out here. You didn't start businesses in California because it took too much money. And, who's going to rent you that property in that corner when only corporates are buying them? And then if you do fail, guess what? You got to move out of California.
Right.
Because you can't afford to get back on your feet out here. You failed. Oh, you should grab another job.
Right.
Again, those days are gone and they're gone forever. Arizona, is it fair to say that Arizona value is almost 70% of California?
Right. No,
But
right.
guess what? So,
I mean, people going to. I mean, that's why. I mean,
It depends on what part of California.
No,
went to Dallas too. That's what I'm saying.
Let's say this. I mean, David blamed this motherfucker. They said, look, we got dirt and we got fucking desert. Guess what? You're going to pay 70%. You're going to pay $500,000 for an average home here.
Yeah.
And that's the climate that's been, and people are eating it up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love AZ, but can we all agree that our dollar is not stretching like it should?
Oh no, but you got to understand. I mean, at one point we were having 64 people a day from California.
No. Yeah.
Coming in.
Now it's 250.
It's 250. It's gone up to 250.
Yeah. 250 a day.
Dang, bro.
250 a day.
Only reason why I know that number because I had a mobile escrow coming in, and they were talking about.
I was in real estate, so
Hey, and there's about another 20,000 a day from the southern border coming across too.
Oh, here we go. We're not gonna get into that on today's show, but interesting that you say that.
Speaking of the Bay Area, I know we got a big. This is the Super Bowl
Yes.
special podcast edition,
Yes.
and you got the 49ers
Yes, the 40. The
bang
49
bang Niner gang.
Okay, so first of all,
versus the Kansas City Swifts.
so before we get into talking about the Super Bowl, let's talk about the. We always like to talk about the conspiracy aspect of it. Everybody thought the logo meant, was purple and red, and everybody thought it was going to be the Ravens 49ers. That wasn't the case. Patrick Mahomes put on a Patrick.
And I'll say this, you know what? I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna give Paul his props on this because he was strictly Chiefs.
Yep.
He was like, man, hey, watch out, don't sleep on the Chiefs, don't sleep on the Chiefs. Yep. And he was right on this one.
Yeah.
Whether you knew something or not, I don't know.
Nah, it's not a no. I think
Got the script. He's a former player.
I like Pat, man. I know some people were talking. It's one of them things is I want him to challenge Brady. I'm tired. It's more than anything. I'm tired of hearing Tom Brady, and only way you're going to challenge him is you got to win Super Bowls, okay? And you got to get there. First of all, you got to get there. I mean, my hat's off to Tom Brady. He fucking got there and he won them.
Yeah.
That's what whether he should have won the one against he lost. Matter of fact, he lost that one.
Yeah.
He should have won.
Both
Two
of them.
against the Giants. He lost.
Yeah, but then he should have lost the one against not against the Falcons, but
lost
against
that
the
one
Seahawks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But he figured out a way to win. And Pat Mahomes to me, is that guy. You know,
he's amazing.
you guys count him out. I mean, not you guys, but, you know, pundits count him out all the time. And, yes, his receiver core ain't the best out there. Yes, they're going to go upgrade that in the offseason, but he finds a way to win.
I just want to know, in an AFC Championship game, when you have Travis Kelce, who's probably one of the greatest tight ends of all time, how do you not be able to stop him from catching one pass? He had 11 targets, 11 catches. How do you not even get a break up?
And what about the one who was wide open?
Yeah. How do you not even break up one double, triple team, whatever you got to do? You got to at least break up one pass?
Here's my thing. Big moments bring out big players. And regardless, yeah, I mean, the one, I don't know, you saw the one where Pat was scrambling around and he threw it up and Kelce dove for it. Kelce actually ran the wrong route on that play. It was a busted play. And he just dove for the ball. That's what I'm saying. They were not going to be denied that game. I saw. And listen, I love Lamar Jackson. Don't get me wrong. That dude is a straight up baller.
Yeah.
Okay? But when the game's on the line and it comes down to that dude goes MIA.
Well, I'll say this.
Do we agree on that?
I mean, I guess the results are that, but I'll tell you this. He doesn't have anybody the talent of Kelce on his squad, and he definitely didn't have a Tyreek Hill. Not that, I mean, again, this is a different year, but I would like to see him have consistent talent.
Hold on. He's got Andrews.
But he was hurt all year.
He was hurt for half the season. He came back there, but he's still
He barely played in the game. I mean, he had what, 2 catches, I think?
Yeah, but they didn't target him. It looked like they were going up the fly. It looked like Flowers was going to be their main target.
I mean, here's the thing.
And they put it on that rookie's shoulders? Hell no.
We know how.
You got OBJ. He didn't show up to the third fucking quarter. I didn't even know he was on the fucking field.
I don't think people know he was on the field for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, here's the thing. Their running backs always get injured every year. They make a makeshift running back squad. He's the best runner on the team. He's obviously the best passer on the team. And I'm not making excuses for him.
And in that game, he was the best receiver on the team, too. See that one where he got deflected and caught his own pass? Took it for like 15 yards.
I mean, do we really know the wide receivers for Baltimore right now, other than OBJ?
I mean, OBJ, Flowers, and Aguilar.
Bateman.
Yeah.
And Bateman and Aguilar. I mean, I know all. Here's my thing. You give Andy Reid, I mean, he had a week to prepare for it. This is why I'm saying the 49ers.
So we got to say the same thing for Josh Allen then, right?
Well, Josh Allen, Josh Allen shits the bed.
Even though the kicker missed the field goal, though.
Yes, but still, regardless, Josh. I mean, it's a team sport, and when it comes down to it, it all comes back to the quarterback. Let's be real with Brady didn't kick them fucking game winner.
I will say the one quarterback that got screwed this weekend was the Detroit Lions quarterback.
Oh, Goff.
Goff. I mean, I don't know how many passes he threw to wide open guys and just bounced right off their chest.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I mean, don't get me wrong.
Josh Reynolds, 4th down.
Oh my God, Josh
wide open, right
yeah,
in the chest,
right in the hands.
Yeah, and he dropped.
Listen, here's the thing. That was the first time they were there. Okay, here's the thing. I still don't believe in. I'm going to tell everybody right now. I don't believe in Brock Purdy. The dude looks suspect every time he goes in the game. They just let the 49ers hang around way too long. But the Lions should have won the game. They're up 24-7. They don't know how to close these motherfuckers out. But you're exactly right. When you have 4th down and you have a gambler as a coach, you have to make those plays. You got to reward your coach for having the trust in you.
How about this? We expect more from the guy at Burger King that makes $14 an hour than we do the guy that makes $1 million to catch a ball.
No, that motherfucker should have caught the motherfucker. I mean, Josh Reynolds should have caught that fucking ball. Straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even on the 4th down play when he threw it in the ground, St. Brown should have came back towards the fucking ball.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like here's my thing. The quarterback can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? No. That's why it's a team game. You know what I'm saying? And if it's receivers ain't helping him out, and maybe that moment was too big for him. You know.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this real quick.
And they can play well at home, but maybe they got on the road and they just fucking. I've been there. You go into the fucking halftime up. And it starts to creep into your mouth.
49ers made the adjustments, and Detroit didn't counter.
No, here's the thing: is you can't make stupid ass plays. You can't fumble. Okay, listen. You know the 49ers are gonna score. They have a fucking great offense, right?
Yep.
You can't come around in the very next play fumble the rock to give it right back to them. Now the momentum's on their side. Momentum's real.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, momentum's
Energy is contagious.
Yeah. And so once that, and that's what I'm saying. Once that doubt creeps in your mind, it's hard to fucking get it back. Yep. But their coach did everything. Man, I love Dan Campbell.
That is a stud.
That is
the man. He's
that is a player's coach right there. Because he's saying, listen, I believe in you motherfuckers going to execute.
And they're going to run through a brick fucking wall for them.
And they do. It's just when it came down to it, Josh Reynolds dropping the ball, St. Brown's not coming back for the ball. Like you said, the receivers getting hit in the fucking head with the ball. They even had a fucking pick.
They also went away from being aggressive on the play calling too. I thought they tried to run the ball twice and then third down and long, and then
they obviously didn't lose themselves in the moment.
Yes.
But with that said, real quickly, could you imagine if Detroit went, which I would love to see?
Oh, I would have loved to see that.
Hey, but then it would have been Eminem versus Taylor Swift, and then Eminem making a battle rap about her.
Oh my God, that shit would have been so dope. But speaking of you bringing up Taylor Swift, from the Chiefs and NFL, she's brought $330 million into that organization, both from the Chiefs and NFL. Just her being.
So is she enough to make the sure in that the Chiefs win this game, or is it enough?
It's enough to bring in more viewers for the Super Bowl.
Is it enough to get her to perform at next year's Super Bowl?
If they win this motherfucker, I'm saying if they're still together, how? Okay, let's think about some outside shit. They win the Super Bowl this year, right? They come back, they're doing it again, they upgrade, and then all of a sudden Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift.
He's doing it. They're going to win the Super Bowl on the stage. He's proposing.
That's the rumor.
No,
I think so.
It's way too quick.
Don't matter. They're already talking about having kids together and stuff.
No.
Dude, yes.
It's way too quick.
Wait. Speaking of way too quick, he started dating Taylor Swift, then he gets a Pfizer commercial.
Well, listen. Okay, so we just talked about the show, people getting built up, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is. You just got in with.
So is the Illuminati going to ask him to win the Super Bowl? Or they're going to ask him to drop a few passes.
That's
he's going to win the Super Bowl.
That's $1 million. I just think there's more money. There's more money in control, and could you bring more people in to watching a game of entertainment, which distracts you from.
Yeah.
Which the NFL is technically listed as entertainment.
Bread and circuses.
Is NFL listed?
Yes, entertainment. Yeah. And like I said, hey, here's the thing.
That's how they get around the
again, I've said this before on the show.
antitrust laws.
Here, I'm going to say this. I've said this before. Okay, this is sports in general. You go to the racetrack, you bet on a horse.
Okay.
All right, the horse wins, right?
Okay.
You get your money, you leave. Or you bet on the other horse that didn't win, right? That came in second place. Right. You lose your money.
Right.
You leave. They test the horse afterwards and go, oh, this horse was doped up. This horse is stripped. He didn't win. This horse wins. Guess what? The money doesn't change hands.
That is true, though.
So guess what? It's entertainment. You bet on, for example, Fab 5 Michigan, whatever.
Yeah. Right.
Okay? All those games got stripped. They lost those games after the fact, right? Now that's going to change with the nil law rule. But you don't get your money back.
True that.
It doesn't matter what the real outcome is or what they decide. It's the money exchange hands. It's entertainment purposes.
Yeah, I got you.
And again, let's take it to the fullest. There's way too much money at stake. We just don't know how the narrative is going to be written. Perception is reality. We just don't know how it's going to be written. It's going to be interesting to see, both sides pitching this the next couple of weeks and what's going to go on. It's going to be interesting.
Well, I thought it was crazy that on DraftKings you can bet on SummerSlam for WWE now.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Shit.
I'm joking.
I was like, oh, shit.
You're like, what? I'm going to get those real. It's not really a script.
That shit wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't surprise me.
That's the world we live in.
That shit would be
Hey, real
crazy.
quickly too, let's talk about this. Real quick. So, MVP. Who do you think is going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl?
It's Pat Mahomes, for sure.
He's plus 130, but here's what's crazy is 2 weeks ago, if you would have thought that, and I know you were big on the Chiefs,
Yeah.
he was plus 1,000.
I should have just thrown it down.
Plus 1,000. I mean,
I'm throwing $100 away on some.
yeah.
bullshit,
It's
so.
$100 would have got you $1,000.
$1,000, yeah.
And now he's the favorite. He's the favorite, even though the Chiefs aren't the favorite.
Right.
The Chiefs are. Don't wrong. It's basically a pick.
But see, I love that. I think I read a stat. I think Pat Mahomes like 6-1 against the spread when he's underdog, and so. Man, I just think they've been there before. I'm not sold on Brock Purdy. I think the moment's gonna be too big.
I'm sold on Christian McCaffrey though.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. This is where I think the 49ers, if the 49ers do win, they win on the back of Christian McCaffrey because of the
What's
problem.
his odds for MVP?
It was plus 600 2 weeks ago. It's plus 400.
Yeah, because here's the thing. The Chiefs, with their weak
200 on them.
where their weakness is the run game. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to, I don't think you're going to be able to throw them, but you definitely establish a run game, and they're going to be in trouble.
But have you seen receivers on each side like Ayuk and
Yeah.
What I want to know is what's the odds for Debo Samuel?
Yeah. Oh, Debo Samuel. Hey, it's
Because he can run the rock.
no.
and he
Well,
can
check
catch
this out.
Yeah, but I don't see him winning.
All
I don't see him
right,
winning
check this out. Here,
MVP,
it's
though.
funny you say that though. So here's a couple interesting ones I'll just throw out there, especially if you think the Niners are going to win.
Right.
Debo Samuel, I think it's like plus 2,500.
Okay.
Brandon Ayuk plus 4,000.
Okay.
Joey Bosa plus 5,000.
So here's my thing.
Kittle plus 2,000.
Both those guys that you named off are receivers, right? They're not going to give it to him because they're going to say who was throwing the rock.
But here's the thing with Debo. I mean, what if he runs two in and and then catches?
No. Here's the thing: they can't be short runs. If they're like
What if he has
40-yard runs, like in the round or some shit like that.
What if he has 10 catches, 150?
I'd say Cooper Kupp got one.
Yeah, what if he has 10 catches, 150 and a touchdown, and then he runs in 2 5-yarders for touchdowns? So he has 3 touchdowns, 100.
No. That would change.
Maybe
the
Purdy throws an interception or two.
Yeah, that would change the whole.
I mean, it could happen. I'm thinking as far as receiver goes, he would have the best opportunity to.
Yeah,
and
and
he also runs.
He's definitely going to have to run the ball in. It can't come out of Purdy's hands because if they win it and it's him just throwing it, they're going to give it to. It's a feel good story, Mr. Irrelevant.
Did they ever do a co MVP? Have they done a co MVP for Super Bowl?
Not in the betting era. Can't have it.
No, you definitely can't.
Lose a lot of money for people.
But here's the thing: my money is on it's a 3-point game. Chiefs end up winning.
The 3, I thought it was 1.5.
No. It's a 1.5 game. But I'm saying, how I think the game's going to lay out. I think Pat Mahomes going to figure out the win. He's going to fucking drive down and win the game. I think it's a 3-point game.
Let me say this. So last time they played, and I'm gonna bring up another point.
Yeah.
Last time they played, Niners had it almost in tow. They were celebrating early.
Yep.
Chiefs came back, pulled it off.
Yep.
So you think with that history, the Chiefs are going to still come back and get them again?
Yes. The reason why I say that is because essentially, to me, they got a fucking rookie quarterback. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is second year as a starter in the league. Okay. And let's be real. Green Bay let him off the hook. The Lions let him off the hook. The Chiefs ain't gonna do that shit. And then you give Andy Reid 2 weeks to prepare for these cats.
But I'll tell you this.
I'm taking the Chiefs all day.
The Niners have talent at all positions.
They got talent all day, but you have arguably one of the greatest coaches of all time. At least top 5.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm double teaming Kelsey. I'll let Pacheco run all day. That 5'7" dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to run 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Hey, but they got. I mean that line that they have. Chase Young.
Yeah.
I mean,
But Chase Young talking about getting benched.
Hey.
He talking. Did you see that?
Joey
There's a
Bosa?
report. No. I mean, Bosa's one thing. Okay, double team Bosa or chip him on the way out. But they talking about benching Chase Young because he's looking like dog shit. He's showing why he got traded from Washington, why they let him go. Because in the last game, he looked like shit. I'm trying to tell you, the Lions.
till it's on the line, though.
I'll say this though.
people have different motivation when it's on the line.
Here's the one thing I will say is, I got to give props to the Kansas City D. Pause. Because their coordinator's freaking amazing.
Oh, for sure.
That's why I didn't. There's a stat that kind of slipped by a lot of people. They have not allowed more than 28 points any game this year.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at. Here's my thing.
Even against the Lions week 1.
You're giving them 2 weeks to get healthy and to prepare for your ass.
How many of the Lions scored in that game? Was it 24?
Yeah, maybe
24
or 27.
Oh no! It was 20-19 that game. You talking about the first game of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2019.
Oh, was it 2019?
Yeah, 2019, and they shouldn't even lost that shit. That was the bullshit as That wasn't the offsides one, but
Oh
that
no,
was
20-21.
2020. I knew it was something like that.
Under 28. Hey, never over
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, they got a
That's
good defense.
That's a solid defense.
That's what I'm trying to
That's a
say.
scheme. The scheme.
And now, listen, you give Chris Jones in that defense time. Now they got 2 weeks to rest up. Okay, I mean everybody's essentially going to come into this game healthy.
Yeah.
There's
Can we all agree it's gonna be a great game?
I think it's going to be a magnificent
Yeah,
game.
I agree.
I will say this though.
But here's the thing. I'm
the
telling you.
Jets scored 20 against them. That's like 40 for any other team. So.
Yeah, but here's what I'm trying to tell you: is experience, especially in this game, makes a difference.
Yeah.
And the Kansas City Chiefs have been there. They know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And it's also about keeping your composure too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see.
So let's go around. Who do you got? Paul, you said Chiefs?
Chiefs by 3.
Mitch?
I'm gonna say Niners by 4.
I'm going to say Niners by 10.
Wow.
okay.
You think they blow the doors off these cats? Huh?
Who's MVP? You said Mahomes?
Yeah, Mahomes for sure. Mahomes for sure.
I'm going to take
Swept effect, baby. Y'all
Christian McCaffrey.
Y'all ain't even factoring that
I'm
in.
taking Christian McCaffrey.
I think McCaffrey probably has 3 touchdowns.
Y'all ain't even factoring in the Swift effect. I'm trying to
I
tell
think
you.
McCaffrey takes a long one to the house.
I'm trying to tell you right now, the Swift effect is real.
She might not even be at the game.
No, she's gonna be at the game. I promise you.
Performing in like China or something.
No. She gonna fucking cancel that shit. She's at
She's
the
not
game.
canceling this show.
Okay, watch what I say.
Way too much money for that. She might fly a private jet like across the globe to get there, but she ain't canceling her show.
You heard it right here. Watch. She's at the game. Listen. So many people are going to tune in that motherfucker.
first
It's
of all,
gonna be huge.
yeah,
I mean, they every time Kelsey does anything, they pan to her.
First of all, the photo ops for her are pricey. You can pay for that every time.
Yeah.
Then why
Exactly.
didn't she want to do the Super Bowl halftime show?
Because it was all they
Blame Jay-Z.
No, they playing that shit well in advance. They playing that shit like before
No, but
even
supposedly they asked her and she said no.
No,
A couple years ago.
That's all,
that's a couple of years ago before she started dating Kelsey. She probably would say yeah.
well, first of all,
Okay.
they don't pay you to do the show, right?
I know, it's free.
there you
But
go.
it's about the publicity.
Well, guess what? So she's getting without even have to do the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
She's probably getting more of it.
yeah.
Because guess what? Half the people turn off the halftime show for a little bit to go take their piss break or whatever they do.
yeah, exactly.
Guess what? When you get clips all the way to the
Come
build-up,
on now.
and they're going to be all over the Super Bowl, guess what? You don't even have to do the Super Bowl show.
She will be there.
Yep.
You can bookmark that one.
Yep.
I promise you. All right.
Mark the tape, 56-42. Paul says it.
56-42, baby. All right, we come to the end of the show. You know what we do. Give me your thoughts of the day. Who wants to go first?
Greedy.
Greedy, give me it.
I don't have a thought of the day. I guess my thought of the day will be, enjoy your weekend, watch Super Bowl, but be safe out there. If you're driving, don't drink. If you're drinking, take an Uber.
There you go. Boom. What you got?
Dang. My thought of the day, since we are talking Super Bowl, is should it be a national holiday? Monday off after the Super Bowl?
Ooh, I love
Yes.
that shit. Yes. Boom. Talk to him. Talk to
can we
him.
get one of-
We need. Hey, listen. Everybody's out here lobbying for different shit. We need to lobby for that shit.
No, seriously. I think
I'd vote for that president.
Yes.
Yeah, I think 2 on the 10 needs to start that movement.
Yes.
We need to make sure that the day after Super Bowl is a national holiday. America.
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 I love that shit. All right, hey, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this. It's my birthday. All right, Cash App me some money, Venmo, you know, whatever I'm saying. But no, I'm serious.
What's the Venmo?
I can't give it to you, bro. You can't be all up in myself. No, don't send me no.
I'm going to hack that shit.
I know exactly. The hackers out there like, what is
Get
this
that
shit?
money.
No. Bro, no, like I said, man, I'm just happy, bro. I appreciate it. It's my 35th birthday.
Times 2.
I love you, bro. We out.
Hey, happy
210.
birthday, bro.
Ah.